Hi everybody, my name is Jen Coombs from Time to Change Jersey Style. We're another DWI checkpoint. We're in Neptune City, New Jersey. It's Friday, September 20th, 2019. It's 11:16 p.m. This runs from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. We are going. We're on North 35 on the corner of Steiner Avenue and Route 35 at the Sunoco gas station. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good, nice to meet you.
Good. You met me before you were at the Brielle checkpoint.
Okay.
And I offered you if you wanted coffee.
You're right. So how come you're out here?
I'm doing an internship with Mount University.
Oh, okay.
They have this experience.
You've been through this.
Yeah, I worked in system.
That's what I mean. It's like.
So, maybe I'm working. I was working for fun. That's good to be
But it gives you credit for the hours stuff. What's that? What's there that way?
That's all good. I'll be in sleep by 4 o'clock. I'll do that.
How do you go out?
Love Brielle. Just went down. I went to good town. Got my
That's good.
always had a good set of people up there influenced me when I was young. Now that I'm there, it's
Anyway, you guys have a new chief. Been calling retired. What's that? And I think that's the first checkpoint that I actually seen a chief, an active chief that's on at the checkpoint. I've been through a lot of checkpoints, but that's the first time I've seen a chief helping out like that.
what is cheap.
But he's the coordinator, so there's a difference there.
Yeah, you're right.
And the other one I saw was Fairwood. He's the other one who helped out. It's his
That's the
put her at, I never seen him at the checkpoints, but I've seen him active with other stuff. So, let's see. Multi. Multi.
It's cool because if I get the rest like an hour before I get off work, I don't have to stay. So when we meet it,
Yeah. I hear you on that one.
we'll see you around. I'll be out here.
Thanks. Appreciate it. We got 2 cars in secondary. Debbie, how you doing? I'm doing okay, for the most part. Ups and downs, just like everybody else. I haven't seen her popped in yet. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm trying to adjust some stuff right now. Whoa. What is this person doing?
Go!
I don't know like what's going on with this one. He came through. This car came in through the exit, but they took somebody into another car into secondary though. In the meantime, Actually, I'm like bumping over here. Okay, I want to see if I can catch anything on this side. The furthest that I went, that I can recall, is Burleson County. Do they have DWI checkpoints in Atlantic County? Do they have it on a consistent basis like Monmouth County does? Or is it like a county-wide is there like a county-wide DWI task force? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to ask. Yes, there's different towns in Monmouth County. They are involved with the DWI checkpoints, but there is a county-wide task force that runs it, though. They have a pickup in secondary. Sorry for the buffering. I wonder what ticket he got. It appears that Chief Snyder over there is on the phone for something. depends on what town. Some of them do it from 9 to 1. Some of them do it from 10 to 2. And some of them do it from 11 to 3. So it all depends on the town itself.
Just gotta move out of the way because he's gonna come next to you.
Okay, this car is being impounded. No, it's not. It's not John's Law, though. She never did. She never did any of the sobriety tests either. This is the impound is for totally something different altogether. What that is, I don't know. No, I'm gonna be honest, Debbie. The only time they actually tow cars is for John's Law. I never seen them tow a car for any other reason besides that. Well, if that was the case, then she would be in handcuffs right now. Wait, I take that back. No, in the state of New Jersey, they're not legally obligated to do the any of the sobriety tests. The only thing that you're obligated to do is the breathalyzer test. You can't, no, legally, you're obligated to do a breathalyzer test. They pulled the driver and all the occupants out of this one car in front of me. Officer is doing a search of the vehicle. The driver could have given verbal consent too. I'm not too sure the scenario with the tow truck. I don't know like what the setup is there. Oh wow. The driver locked her car. Nobody's in custody. Okay, I'm cutting over here. The driver left already. It stopped now. Hey Keith, good. How you doing? Another car and secondary. There's lots going on here. Well, this car is being towed too. Okay, at this point, the only thing I can think of is insurance at this point. Or registration. Those two reasons. I never seen this done at a Do you know why the cars have been towed away? What? Oh, okay. It's for insurance reasons. I just asked the officers now. Okay. Why is this happening? I'm trying to figure some stuff out. Sorry for all this, everybody. Hey, I got my stalker here. Just to let everybody know I got my stalker here. Stalkers. And I can't do this. Fuck. Darn. Drivers being handcuffed for DWI. Another car's been impounded. I just want to introduce everybody to my two stalkers. My two stalkers, their names are John Van Dyke and Matthew Miller. You like my stalkers, everybody? I don't want to speak, but I have a quick question for Neptune City cops in general. I have a quick question. Can I ask? Okay. You know why I'm coming over here for? The count? 225. Okay, thank you. You're here too?
I live in this area.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know you live in Asbury Park. Yeah, I know that. So how you doing?
This is not a busy one,
Not really. I mean, yes and no.
is it? Yeah, very much. I think get a few more cars, but maybe not. Oh, this is kind of busy.
I got the count already. It's at least like 200, so.
You're keeping track?
Yes, from time to time I do
They
that.
didn't end up bothering you about being here or anything?
Oh, no.
Good. You got Asbury cops here too.
What?
You got Asbury cops here too.
No, to my knowledge.
Yeah, really. Asbury Park. Look at the car.
That's not Asbury, that's Neptune.
It doesn't say Asbury Park on the back. That
No.
one.
That's Neptune City.
You gotta be kidding me. You
I'm
can walk in here, can't you?
yeah.
Can you walk in here?
Not with inside the car.
Not inside the car.
You always stay away from the front of the vans, walk in the back of the vans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta love New Jersey, everybody. This is like the first year that they really had a deal with citizen journalists on the DWI checkpoints. So, and this is a work in progress. I had a small talk with Chief Snyder. They're gonna have like some guidelines for next year with the media. Um, when it comes to, yeah, there's like all sorts of issues, and they have to be dealt with, and they have to have guidelines and everything else. And actually, I don't have an issue with that either, because I'm gonna be honest, we can't have another incident in Keyport like what happened with James. So. So I'm going on the other side. That's two stalkers, and the third one is not my stalker. Um, I I think with, if my memory serves me correct, the Neptune City Police Department has a service agreement with Neptune Township with processing their prisoners or arrestees. And that's the question that I wanted to ask them, that if that's still in effect. Officer Morgan,
Yes.
does Neptune City Police Department still has that service agreement in place with Neptune Township with processing your arrestees?
That's a good question. It's been a while since we processed there. I know we still can if we want to. Not sure. It's,
Do you still do that at your, or did you switch back to Neptune City?
we still process. We've always processed.
Oh,
it in the
okay.
City, yeah, but we processed it that way in the past.
Oh, okay.
Same work there though. We all around. I mean, they sometimes they'll they're busy. They'll come process. We do our other tests and stuff like that. We
Okay.
have to, you know, share.
Okay. Yeah, shared service. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Not too sure with what's going on over here, except it with the possibility of being a credential issue at this point. No problem, Mike. No, I, I'm glad I'm out here. Hey, Mike, but I do have my 2 stalkers, and the third person is a journalist. The John and Matt is my stalkers, and Ern is the journalist. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. The Monmouth County SPCA vehicle. The towing company for Neptune City is Jim's Towing Service. It comes out of Neptune, New Jersey. Their phone number is 732-775-0005. Again, the tow truck business for Neptune City is, or the contract is Jim's Towing Service, comes out of Neptune Township, New Jersey. Phone number is 732-775-0005. And please do not call don't call up this the towing business to harass them either. I was trying to do a business plug out here for the towing business. Nothing more, nothing less. Do you guys have a service? How do you process your prisoners slash arrestees?
In our town? Or
Yeah.
in this town?
In your town?
At our headquarters.
Yeah.
At our
Okay.
Yeah. Every department does it at their own headquarters, unless their alcohol test is down for maintenance. Then they would have to take it to town. But we all use the same machine, so I'm certified to operate the machine. So whether
Okay.
I operate in Allenhurst or Bergen County, it doesn't matter. It's the same machine.
I know in Neptune City at one point there was a service agreement between Neptune Township and
All these towns have mutual aid agreements.
Yeah.
So we can go into a neighboring town and we help each other out. So
Okay.
there was a period of time we were processing drunk drivers from Asbury Park. Their machine was down, so they would come over to our place. Wall Township takes them over to wherever.
Broadley Beach. Okay.
So every town works with. We're all using the same exact machine. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter. We can operate the machine.
There's a test for that. There's a
You're
test.
certified?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 40-hour-week class actually to get certified to run that machine.
Wow.
There's a whole bunch of things that go into it. It's not just pressing a couple buttons and you're done.
I know you have to
The
like
new
make
machine that's coming out in 2020 is more technologically advanced than this current machine. So we've gone from the old breathalyzer, which was the equivalent of Ford Pinto, to this Alcatraz that we're using now, which is like the Lamborghini, and now this new machine is even more sophisticated than that. The Alcatraz is so sophisticated, it can tell whether the driver took a drink shortly before he blew the breath test. The
Okay.
machine will tell that. And if it detects that the person took a drink very soon before we gave them the breath test, it aborts the test, kicks their breath sample out the back of the machine, and the machine shuts itself off for 20 minutes, which I cannot override, forcing me to now watch the person for an additional 20 minutes before the machine will even turn itself back on. That's way more sophisticated than the breathalyzer was.
How can they tell like when they?
Because when a person blows the alcohol test, if they recently took a test, or recently took a drink, they'd still have mouth alcohol.
Okay.
So if the machine detects that mouth alcohol, their blood alcohol level will spike, and then it will plateau to a flat line. The flat line is their real blood alcohol.
Okay.
But that plateau, that spike, the spike is the mouth alcohol. So as soon as
Okay.
the machine detects that, it aborts the test, saying mouth alcohol detected.
Oh,
And then
okay.
aborts the test. It kicks it test out the back and shuts itself off for 20 minutes, which we can't override. So It's pretty. It's the old breathalyzer, but 21st century technology.
I thought you can only do it 2 times legally. Or
It's at least 2 breath samples.
yeah.
If somebody, let's say, if somebody was drinking half an hour before they get pulled over, they're still on the way up. So 2 breath samples have to be almost identical. So let's say their first breath sample is a 141, and their second one's a 149. They're still on the way up. Those 2 are not close enough. The 141 and the 149 are not close enough. So we have to do a third test.
Okay.
And then the third test is probably going to be a 149 or a 150. And now they're almost identical with those 2. So we could use the first and second, we can use the second and third, but a lot of people think, well, I don't have to give more than 2 breath tests. No, you have to give 2 acceptable breath tests. So it's at least 2. Is what they say.
Okay.
And the second one is for the person's own benefit, because it proves that the first one was accurate. So if the first one and the second one are too far apart, it's for the person's own benefit to give a third one to show where they really are, so the test is more accurate.
But the defense attorney has access to all 3
Absolutely.
results.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We give people copies of everything. We don't hide
Okay.
anything from the attorney. We give them everything. I mean, a typical DWI discovery consists of 30 or 40 pages, and the video. So people don't realize how much is actually provided.
How about drug offenses?
Everything. We give them
Okay.
the whole folder on a drug offense. It's probably 30 pages, and we give them any lab tests. Everything. We give everything. Nobody's hiding anything from anybody. Because if we were to hold something back, and a defense attorney finds out after the fact, they could have the case thrown out because we didn't provide complete discovery.
Okay.
So yeah, there's repercussions to not providing what you're supposed to provide.
Yeah, but sometimes things happen.
Yeah, if it's a mistake, it's one thing.
Yeah.
But if something is withheld intentionally, you can't do that. They can actually have the case thrown out. So
Okay.
who would risk a prosecution by not providing paperwork? You'd have to be stupid. It does happen, but usually what happens, it's an accident. And you
Okay.
can tell what's an accident and what's intentional. If it's the one incriminating piece of paper, why would you keep that? That's what you want to show the defense attorney going, this is why we have a strong case.
Okay.
And if you have a good attorney, they're going to say, okay, now I understand this is a good case, this is a flimsy case, this is a strong case. So that's how the defense attorney figure out which one's the fight and which one's not the fight. They know the technology that's involved also. So.
Oh yeah, I can only go on personal experience without my personal experience. I can't go on DWIs, but I know, there's. Never mind. It's a more personal stuff.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
That in my case, the prosecutor Millstone thought she had a case, but at the end of but I knew, and I even told the public defender, no, I'm taking this to trial because I know it. And guess what? I was found not guilty.
I'll tell you what. You pick the occupation, and nobody's perfect. They're not perfect cops. They're not perfect judges. They're not perfect attorneys. They're not perfect prosecutors. There's good and bad in every profession. There are good plumbers out there. There are bad plumbers out there. Good carpenters, bad carpenters. Police work's no different. You don't have perfect people.
Yeah, but what you do has a huge potential of affecting a person's
But
life.
That's why there's 3 layers. You have the judge, the prosecutor, and the defense attorney all have to agree that what the cop did was correct. That's why there's 3 layers.
What happens if the judge misapplied or?
That's why they have appeals. People have been found guilty and then have the case overturned on appeal. So now you have a second judge looking at it.
But what happens if that person does not have the funds or means to appeal
There are
it?
lawyers out there to do pro bono work. There are organizations out there that fight for people for appeals. And
But it's a 20-day, so it's hard to.
Yeah. But that 20 days is in stone. You can actually appeal after 20. It's not common, but you can. But no, nothing's perfect. The defense attorney has as much a role in the case as the judge does. So I always tell my guys, I said, if you can convince the judge, the prosecutor, and the defense attorney that you did the right thing, you probably did the right thing.
Okay.
It's not Nobody's taking this job to hurt people. It's a job. That's all it is. It's a job to enforce the law. You know, somebody's got to do it. You know, they say laws without consequences is really just advice. If you think about it.
Yeah, but then some people say there's victimless crimes.
Like which crime is a victimless crime?
Seatbelt.
That person's their own victim. And you know what? The statistics will prove that right every day of the week. If
I know.
An adult doesn't wear their seatbelt, I flat out disagree with them. Statistics will prove that seatbelts save lives. There shouldn't need to be a law for seatbelts, but because people are their own worst enemy, you know,
Ain't
sometimes
that
people have to be saved from themselves.
But ain't that Big Brother?
Two ways of looking at it.
Yeah.
It's either Big Brother, or is if you're not going to look out for your own safety. I mean, we all know the seatbelts work. I mean, when I teach classes, I always get one guy in class says, "Well, I don't wear my seatbelt because I'm worried about being trapped underwater." I mean, if your biggest concern while you're driving a car is being trapped underwater, it's a bigger problem than a seatbelt. You know what I mean? So it still blows my mind that there are people out there today that don't wear their seatbelts.
I'm not consistent. I admit that. I go on record. I'm not consistent with it because I was brought up like you without seatbelts when I was.
We used to ride in the back of station
Yeah.
wagons too. You know, that was before we realized how much,
But have
the danger was.
Yeah, I've been getting better with it over time.
The best story now that we're talking about seatbelt, it was during Click It or Ticket, and it was an older driver, and he got stopped earlier in the day. He got ticketed for a seatbelt. Later that same day, him and his wife were driving down to Atlantic City, and they crashed on the Garden State Parkway. The only reason why they survived the crash is because they were wearing their seatbelts. And he said after the fact, I wouldn't have been wearing my seatbelt had I not gotten a ticket earlier this morning.
Wow.
So those are the stories that make us think, you know what we're doing does, and it has made an impact in New Jersey because Click It or Ticket over the years has raised the compliance with seatbelt usage from like in the 80%. Now we're up to like 96 or something in New Jersey, 96%.
Okay.
So it does make an impact. Plus the technology inside the cars is making it easier too.
Okay. How about the maintenance of lamp ticket?
Yeah, there's a reason why you have two headlights.
Correct, but it's not like it's, to me, that's a victimless.
You're forgetting about the other driver. You're impacting the other drivers on the road when you're driving on one light.
What? No, I mean back.
Okay.
Let's say back. You know how?
Light or a brake light.
Yeah, brake
You're
light.
impacting the other drivers.
Even though one side is working, the other one's not.
There's a reason why there's a brake light on both sides. You know, I wish people could see on video what these officers work midnights regularly, what they see.
Okay.
Some of these cars shouldn't even be out on the road because they're unsafe. And the fact that they're not inspected as well as they used to be, some people are driving down the road with bad brakes. Some people are driving down the road with bald tires. Some people are driving down in the rain with no windshield wipers. It's crazy what some people drive. But, I understand. Maybe they can't get the car fixed. Well, that doesn't excuse you to put a car that's not safe on a public road.
Yeah. It's just my thing with the brake light, is that because basically you should check your car each and every time. But
Nobody knows that. We know that. But if somebody gets stopped for their brake light, do you think the majority of people actually get a ticket? They don't. I'll bet you that, and I'm probably being conservative, I'll bet you that at least 7 out of 10 drivers that get stopped for a brake light get a warning.
okay.
Unless it turns into something else, then the officer has to write the ticket because that's why they stopped the car. That was their probable cause for the stop. But me personally, it's way over 7. I'm going to say 9 times out of 10 if I stop somebody for a brake light, it's behind them, right? So they very well may not know.
Yeah.
It's like, look, you got a brake light out on your driver's side. Now, if I see that same car 2 weeks later and they still don't have a brake light fixed, then it's different. Then they've had 2 weeks to fix it. But I think that's the majority of the time. They're not writing that brake light ticket. Now, if someone's driving down the road with one headlight, that car looks like a motorcycle coming down the road.
Correct.
So, and it surprises me on some of these dark roads, they don't necessarily have street lights. Where somebody says, well, I didn't know the headlight was out. you not know that 50% of your light is gone driving down a dark road? You know, how do you not see that your passenger side is not lit up at all? But, you know. I mean, that was the two cars you saw towed first, well, uninsured. That was within the first, what, 40 minutes? 30 minutes?
Yeah, I never seen that. I never seen cars towed for insurance
Have to
reasons.
be towed. Automatically have to be towed. If a car is unregistered, you know what? You look down the road, go park on your driveway. If it's
Okay.
uninsured, it has to be.
Okay.
Then it's a liability.
Okay.
So I can't even park it at the police station because I'm parking an uninsured vehicle on a public, driveway.
What's that table? I just noticed it. I've never seen.
Light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we just propped the light on this now.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to get different lights than those yellow stands.
Okay. I never seen that before. I just
Yeah.
like.
we're bringing more light because the older command or that big command post has all the lights on it. You can light up the whole parking lot. But these don't have as many exterior lights. so we're using more-
Eatontown, that needs to be better lighting
we're
there.
bringing a bigger command post.
Yeah.
So that command post will have all the external lights and it'll light up that whole parking lot.
Yeah, there's certain sites that need to have better
We're
lighting.
already addressing that. Yeah, we're already addressing that. You learn from everything you do, right?
Yep. I have a question. Do you guys like watch the videos that I do from time to time to
I
see?
don't personally.
Oh,
I don't watch Facebook Live. I don't watch YouTube. I don't.
no, the reason why, because it might give you like a different perspective. Like,
I don't think there's anything on your video that I'm not watching an MBR for the patrol
oh,
cars.
correct, yeah.
And I watch almost all the videos from the patrol cars. I mean, every single DWI arrest that we make, I watch his video. And I
Okay.
use it as a critique. What the officer's doing, how are the officers talking to people, how are the officers treating people. In my view, any supervisor is supposed to be proactive.
Correct.
You're supposed to know what your subordinates are doing, because whatever they do comes back to me, and whatever I do comes back to the town. So,
I wonder if the prosecutors are not watch the whole video, but
they
just
watch every video that goes to them.
okay.
Yeah, they have to. The assistant prosecutor has to, in order to prosecute the case, they have to know what's on the video.
Oh yeah, but I mean, but just to take a look with what, just to
They
see.
can.
Yeah.
They can look at anything they want.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't know how they would do that.
It's on YouTube. Anybody
No,
can.
I'm saying the MVRs, like for
Oh.
the police cars. I don't know how they would do that because everyone's kind of using a different system. But like we use a different system than Deal uses a different system than Ocean. Not everybody's all on the same system.
Oh okay. I didn't know there was different.
There's all kinds of camera systems. It's, every police department's different. This chief might want to do an ABC. This one might want to do, XYZ. So.
I think there's different gun brands that you guys use too.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've been in 23 years. I've shot 4 different guns in hours. Because the guns don't last forever either. After a certain number of years, you got to replace them too. Because especially in a salt air town,
Oh yeah.
they erode a little bit. And that's not something you want to find out is broken when you need it. So.
What's your car maintenance like?
Not bad. I mean, but it's a small town. I mean, our cars are being used a lot. It's not like a larger town where the car might sit in the driveway for a day or two and not be used. Our cars are out there 18, 24 hours.
Well,
a day.
House Township too, because they have their like 24.
But they have a lot more cars where the car may not be used for a couple of days. Our car is going to be used almost every single day.
Their cars too. Like I said, I went through the Citizens and Police Academy, so I'm not aware of everything, but I'm aware of a lot, like how they do stuff. So, and like I said, each town is different, and
We all have the same rules, but everybody does things a little differently.
correct. And I always say I think there should be cameras on everything.
Yeah, I agree. If you're not doing anything wrong, why wouldn't you want a camera on everything? I mean, when the cameras first came out, I was like anybody else. Oh, it's Big Brother, Big Brother. I'm not doing anything wrong. The camera can't hurt me. It can only help me because it'll prove what really happened. So when somebody comes in and wants to make a false complaint, let's go to the videotape. It'll prove that I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The camera doesn't take any
The
sides.
best witness you could have. So,
Correct.
but,
This
oh,
is slow.
Yeah, This is a different animal in the end of September than it is in June or July. So, but I think he's up to about 300 cards. Still not too bad. We got 3 things: 1 truck driver, 2 uninsured.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Yep. What's the count? What? 290 cars. Okay. $294 now. So what's your thoughts about the checkpoints?
My thoughts?
Yeah.
Coming out here. No problem. We need you. Probably I wouldn't talk to her. She's a rat.
I doubt that.
Yeah, no, he's my stalker.
I don't appreciate it much. You know, it's taken a lot of, you know, all these resources, manpower. They could be out on the street doing something better for the community. You know, actually patrolling and watching the area. But instead, they want to sit here and pull a little dog and pony show and corral everybody in here like we're herds. Nothing better than just ripping us off of our rights every day.
I noticed that you have a camera on side.
Oh yeah, it's running too. Yeah, I run it all the time when I ride, just in case stuff like this. You know, these guys, I've had run-ins with them before, just sitting in front of my house, you know, doing nothing, smoking a cigarette in my car, and then they're questioning me, harassing me. Do I live here? What are you doing here? I've had it happen a couple times. That's why I try to stay out of their sight, out of sight, out of mind. They got a power hold on everything now, you know. One man can't, you know, bring down the whole system. So it takes a community of people to come together, take a stand against stuff like this.
Does your camera help you in any situations since
I
you?
haven't really had any physical or like violent or, you know, any kind of confrontations like that with the police. You know, they could be passive aggressive. You know, other than that, they haven't violated my rights in any way.
That's good. Have you ever uploaded any of the video footage onto YouTube?
I really haven't had like anything exciting happen. You know, I ride a little scooter, so it's not like, you know.
Oh, you're
a motorcycle highway.
you're Vermont.
Nah, I'm not from.
Oh. This is being live streamed. You should not have said yes.
I don't care.
So.
Everybody with motorcycles knows the whole Vermont rules. It's not a trade secret, let's put it that way.
Well, I'm gonna be honest now. What is the loophole?
Well, with Vermont, if you have a vehicle that's older than, vehicle motorcycle that's older than 15 years old, or if it's under 300 cc's, they will give you a registration, transferable registration. You don't have to live in the state. They can mail in the registration with the fees, and they'll mail you the plate in 2 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Vermont's good. I would do it here, but they already taxed me enough. That's not the worst state it is.
What did the sheriff officer say to you?
Nothing. I gave him an attitude because I told him he's wasting everybody's time out here.
What did he say? Like,
Not much to say.
do you ever
Got
first?
no attitude with me at the end, but whatever. You can't do anything. It amazes me that they do these checkpoints, right? They got everybody pulling out their IDs and their insurance. But why is it on any other like traffic stop they make you get out of the car, or they want to search your car? They don't do it here.
No, they have done that.
Well, I mean, unless they suspect that you're drinking or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. On any other stop, say they pull you over for like a tailgate, and you give them a hard time, and they want you to get out of the car, and they want to like pound you to search your car. Why aren't they doing it right here? Why don't they do that at the checkpoints? I don't know. It's weird. They're just weird. They like pick and choose how they want to enforce the law and when they want to enforce the law. It's mostly their ego and their feeling that they want to enforce instead of the actual law. So that's my whole take on the cops.
Do you have a first name that you want to give out?
What's that?
Do you have a first name that you want to give out? Steve. Okay. My name is Jen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like what you guys do. I'm like a subscriber on tons of different accountability channels. You know, like I don't know if you ever heard of High Desert Community Watch.
Yes.
California Guardian.
Yes.
And Tulare County. Cop Watch. All kinds of channels. I watch all of them. It keeps you informed. You know, not just in where you live, but everywhere else, and it shows you corruption that it breeds. You know, when you give people too much power, then they get a big head and their ego starts to explode. So now they want to start using whip on it. And I've seen it a lot. And I I'm 40 years old. I've seen a lot in my day.
Each state is different
Each
too.
state is different.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of different states. I used to be a military. I've traveled a lot. I've seen different interactions. I've had my own different interactions, and I tell you, like, at least 85-90% of the time, they've never been good. Never been good. There's only been a rare few instances where the cop was cool, he respected your rights, you know, and everything went smooth, and you went about your day. You know, you say anything that they don't like, and they want to, like, bark orders at you, directives. They want to tell you to sit down on the ground, like. You know, they're scared for their life, but they got the guns and the bulletproof vests. That just blows my mind.
Thank you for your service.
Yep. I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
soak up
So
your live stream.
no,
I
no,
appreciate
it's
you
okay.
putting me on.
There's
Cool.
nothing going on. So
To everybody who's watching, and subscribe if you haven't already. These guys are doing a lot of taking out of their own personal time to, you know, keep the community safe with their accountability of officers. So give them a thumbs up, give them a subscribe, a like, and
yeah.
keep watching.
Thank you.
You got it. This is amazing.
It's 1:21 a.m. The temperature is 61 degrees. Hey, Chief Snyder, going back to what we were talking about before the checkpoint started, I looked into this with the distance and stuff.
Okay.
There is a court, some sort of court ruling, maybe coming out of Connecticut in that area.
Okay.
Something about like they had a case. They actually had a court case, and they said like 10 feet is
That's what we're relying on,
Yeah.
getting that legal opinion. So I don't know what the actual footage is, and that's why we went to the attorneys, because
Yeah.
we're not the legal people, you know. But yeah, it has to be a certain distance, and as long as it's not interfering with the operations of the
Correct.
the details. So nobody's looking to stop anyone from
Oh
doing
yeah.
this. It's just a
I'm
matter of-
just
Yep.
just exchanging.
Yep, I got it. Like I said, wouldn't have come up except for what happened in Keyport, and Keyport.
Oh yeah.
But, and I brought that up to the prosecutor's office. I'm like, we can't have somebody with the computers in the background with a telephoto lens or whatever, you know, and they understood that because they know that if we lose those computers, we're in trouble. And people don't realize how much of what we do is regulated. They think, there's no rules, we just do whatever. Totally not the truth. I mean, we're regulated by the state police, we're regulated by DCJ, we're regulated by everybody. So everything we do is scrutinized. The prosecutor's office scrutinizes us, DCJ scrutinizes them. And that's why they have now DCJ coming in and investigating the shootings.
What's
If there's a police shooting, the state attorney general's office
Okay.
comes in and investigates it now instead of the prosecutor's office. That's fine. You know, if you didn't do anything wrong, I don't care who investigates it. It's going to show I didn't do anything wrong. If I did do something wrong, then that's my fault.
Yeah, it's like they said like 10. I'm gonna be honest, and I talked to court ruling. It came down to 10 feet. There is 10 feet, but then when I talked to the Wall Township Police, actually I came up with a compromise with them. They said 30 feet. Then I came up with 20 feet, like as a like a
Here's
The
one of the other
compromise.
issues that came up in the conversation. My question is, this is private property. We get permission from the property owner to be here. They may say, wait a minute, nobody else got permission to be here. If you get hurt on their property, if he didn't give you permission, he can be liable.
okay.
So that's another issue that came up. Now, not all of these are private property. DMV is clearly quasi-public property.
Correct.
But when DMV is closed, people shouldn't be there, but they can be. Private property is totally different.
Correct.
I mean, Wall Township one's totally private property. This one's private property once
Correct.
it's closed. Keyport is like quasi-public because that place I think was still open. That laundromat I think was still open.
Plus that they're part of the Stop and Shop plaza.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what So every checkpoint location is different, and that's why we're going to have different setups for each location. So that's all right. We'll work on it.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with the whole.
You've been good. I told you it wasn't what you were doing. We're just trying to prevent a problem before it happens. Because I don't want to see anybody get arrested for videotaping a checkpoint. But if they get in the way and obstruct it, then we have to, for the interest of the safety of everybody involved, we have to do something. And I don't want it to get to that point.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to see anybody get arrested.
I have another question. How come in 2016, how come Monmouth County never really aware of the First Amendment with citizens?
I'm not going to comment about any other officer other than my own.
Okay.
But you know what? Officers have the responsibility to know the rules, the laws, the Constitution. That's what we're out on the road supposedly enforcing. So you should be knowing that. So, for the officer that's in that position, shame on them. But
I don't know if you were the chief or not, but I think you
I
got
became chief in July of 7.
fire chief. I think you guys didn't know what to do when I started filming around.
No, we knew what to
oh,
do.
really?
They just let you film. I remember
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, I remember that. They just let you film.
Oh, okay.
They didn't stop you.
No, but I think they had questions for me or something.
Dispatcher, I remember when you filmed
Yeah.
him, he was new. That's
Okay.
why I think you got a reaction from him. He was pretty much
I'm not
brand
there
new.
to get a reaction.
No.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do because he was brand new.
Oh, okay.
That was, I think, the reaction you saw. He was a dispatcher who was young.
Okay.
He was brand new. I think.
Yeah, because I remember there was some sort of question or something along those lines.
They didn't stop you. Or,
Oh, no, no. No, it
we tell
was.
people, listen, as long as they're in an area that the public has access to, you know, you can't stop somebody from being in a public area. Very simple.
This is quite of a journey that I put myself in.
I bet.
A lot of ups and downs.
I bet.
Trust me.
I've seen just, you know, not even one full year yet. And now I see what Chief Palmer said about how you get to see the whole county and how things are different from town to town to town. And, you know, I think I told you last time. Have you seen a checkpoint yet where somebody has been mistreated?
No.
I haven't been here. I haven't seen somebody mistreated yet. And then that's why I'm here. Because if somebody has a complaint, boom, there's somebody to talk to right away. And one of the other statistics prove that's not the case either, because the number of tickets that get written on these checkpoints is nowhere near what people think it is. And could there be a lot more tickets written? Yeah, but we're not here to write tickets. We're here to get drunk drivers off the road. Now, if we stumble onto other stuff, drugs, open containers, or anything like that, that's fine. We'll deal with that.
Yeah.
We're not here to write tickets on brake lights and tail lights. I mean, you'd see guys writing tickets for 4 hours straight, which is not what obviously these guys do. But it's not the case. Everyone thinks, oh, it's all about writing tickets. So it's not.
My thing is, it's the proper signage and turn off, because some people are saying there has to be like some sort of turn off, or legally like some turn off, or
Not for checkpoint, not for DWI checkpoint.
Okay.
Because you don't want to give the drunk driver an avenue of escape. Now, if I'm doing like if I'm closing a road to try to stop somebody from fleeing, that's when you have to give them an avenue of escape. Because otherwise you're putting them in a dead-end position. That's when, in a DWI checkpoint, you don't want to give the drunk driver a way to avoid the checkpoint.
see, I have to look into the exact ruling with that.
About the pursuit one. So
No, I'm talking about DWI.
Double check that. But I know the one, if let's say, only because of where I work. If Long Branch is pursuing a car south on Ocean Avenue, I can't block the entire road with police cars, because basically I'm putting that guy in a position where he has no other choice but to ram the police car. I have to give him an avenue of escape. So that's why you don't see 2 cars from curb to curb. You see maybe half the road blocked, and then he has the availability to go around the police car.
Okay.
But,
No, I'm talking about the DWI checkpoints.
yeah, double check that. I don't, because it would be too easy then for the driver to just avoid all this, which is what you don't want to do.
Well, that's why people are complaining that it's like you have to have a turn on, like all these legal technicalities.
Double check that.
Maybe other states have that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like,
It would defeat the whole purpose of this whole thing if we gave them an availability to avoid.
what is the court rulings that you guys follow?
State versus Kirk. KIRK.
What state? New Jersey. Okay.
It's a New Jersey case, I believe. That's what we follow. All the guidelines that came versus Kirk.
What county?
I don't know the county offhand. I'll find out for you real fast. I'm almost positive it's a New Jersey case. Yep, New Jersey case, 1985. New Jersey Supreme
Can I
Court.
like videotape that, like,
Yeah.
for information purposes? Oh, state versus Kirk. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You got it. Now to address the constitutionality of a roadblock. And if we don't follow it, that's when we get in trouble.
Sometimes you don't. I'm just going on personal experience.
When they introduced the Alka test,
Yeah.
the state Supreme Court set a list of rules. And if we don't follow those rules, they can throw the case out. That's why we have defense attorneys. Because they're supposed to do their job too. And again, Not every defense attorney's good. Not every cop is good. Not every plumber's good. Not every carpenter's good.
Just going on the personal experience. That's yeah.
There's no perfection in any job, you know. I was just so much busier during the summer.
So, what else did Chief Palmer tell you about the checkpoints besides?
Well, I had worked with them for a while. I mean, I've always done them. I've done them from day one when Allers first got them. I've always worked them. Even last year, as a chief, I was still working the checkpoint, even though I wasn't in Chief Palmer's position. But yeah, I've always been part of them. So I was familiar with the whole checkpoint thing. It was just seeing how it was different, you know, in each town.
I'm gonna be honest. This is the first year for me that I'm actually going for each and every week.
I know.
So I mean, so this is like first year for you, first year for me. But I have done a few other ones prior. Yeah, prior. So, but yeah, it's just been interesting for me too. So, but I still say Monmouth Beach is my favorite one out of them all.
At the cultural center.
Yeah. Because that pretty much like started. That's the first time I filmed everything from beginning to end, and plus that the interaction that I had on my live stream along with the police. It nailed all the points. It was like great. It was good. Like I can't complain. I think your sergeant asked me like what like prompted you to get into DWI checkpoints and more on a consistent basis, and I told him it's because of Monmouth Beach. So
There's such a misperception about how many instances there are of police misconduct. Does it happen? Absolutely. Nobody can tell you that it doesn't. But if you know my town, my officers, the number of internal affairs complaints that I get that are sustained or proven to be correct is a handful. And that's over the course of an entire year. And I'm talking about maybe he raised his voice and he shouldn't have, you know. But use of force, I don't know whether we've ever had an improper use of force in the 23 years I've been in Allenhurst. Those things are looked at very, very closely.
I learned in Howe Township how that use of force stuff works and what's the legal.
Yep.
And what people think it's, you guys might have done something under what the law requires. You could have done something what the law requires. You went like below it, and then when you did something below, there was still a public outcry over it. I think you understand what.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's take somebody and put them in that officer's shoes. How would they have handled it?
Or understand the legal standards, like what's.
Force is used way less than people think. Way less. I mean, take motor vehicle stops across the country on a given day. I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands or how many, you know, and how many out of all of those contacts end up in physical force. Very, very few. Very few. It's like under one. It's like a fraction of 1%. You know, and that's in so many contacts. And every single time you contact a driver, contact somebody on the side of the road, that's a contact. How many times that happens over the course of a year across the entire country, and how many of those instances use force? Very, very low. Very low. So, I mean, if you're talking about a fraction of 1%, that's not a lot of force being used.
Yeah, but that's too much as it is.
But it's not the officer that precipitates the force. The officer is a reactionary part. You know what I mean? Like, they're using forces in reaction to something that the other person is doing.
From what I watched on YouTube, and this is documented, that the Camden police, I don't know, they doing things differently, but doing escalation techniques or something like that.
That's statewide.
Slow things down instead of like, okay.
The de-escalation is a big thing.
Okay.
Everybody across the whole state gets de-escalation training. Absolutely. Everybody across the whole state gets training with people with disabilities. Everybody across the whole state gets certain sexual assault training. I mean, yeah, it's all statewide. That's not just Camden. Everybody is watching the same videos, attending the same classes. Sometimes it's online training. You know, so yeah, some departments are a little bit more aggressive with hyper training. Why would you do the minimum of anything? You know, I always say go past the minimum and do more than what you only have to do. Do more, you know?
Well, I know, like Cal Township, they said let's say I'm just using the number 5. 5 requirements, whatever. They don't do the 5, they do 10 or.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not surprised because I know Andy. That's what he expects of his office. That's what I would expect of my officers. Do more than the minimum. Very simple.
But I know, you have to, yeah, I know in some other towns, in Monmouth County, they do, yeah.
That wouldn't be acceptable to me, but you're right. There are some towns where minimal is acceptable. And
I know there's like some police chiefs don't want to talk. That's it. That's another story.
I treat people the same way they treat me. They treat me with respect, I treat them with respect.
Yeah. I think you have your service agreement with Brawley Beach now.
Is that right?
Is that true?
Is that confirmed though?
I'm going on memory, so I think it's Brawley Beach or Neptune
I don't know
Town.
if it's confirmed yet though. I know we've used them before. Like if we're short, like we've used them in the past. I think we just use their after test.
Yeah, because I was at like one of the council meetings. That's like I said, I'm going on memory, so yeah,
For sure, I know we have in the past.
yeah. Bradley Beach. Okay, somebody pulled in through the exit. That's not good. That's the second car tonight that did that. What's the number? 332. Yeah, that's where I'm going, way over here. So how was your week? Busy? Work wise? Yeah. I thought Elmhurst is pretty much quiet. It appears there's a lot of break-ins in cars during like nights now.
Yeah, you'll get that now and then.
It's like the hot item are they like looking for? Because sometimes they use it for scrap stuff.
A lot of times now it's just changed.
Oh, okay. Scrap parts. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not even just looking for loose change.
What? Stealing cars?
Not stealing cars, no.
That's what I mean.
Oh, some even.
Yeah.
Who knows? Could be, they could strip them down and they'll disappear.
Could be a number of reasons, but I'm just saying and just. It's 1:46. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like when these checkpoints runs from 11 to 3. Those are my two stalkers, everybody. John Van Dyke and Matt Miller.
I mean, it's always a good time to do it when you're sober, right? Like, obviously, but you can definitely tell people like, oh, it's just like the way you have to touch every day.
love it. All types of different cooking. Yeah. I was in Kilkenny. I went to Ireland. Yeah, so I discovered right in the pub. Way better over there. Oh, I'm not bragging. You gotta go try it.
Now you're close.
I missed that one.
Did you? No, you were there. Get the pole over there.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest, because I live in this town. I think they should have it from 9 to 1.
Next station still open now.
Oh, okay, that's why. But not this, but not down at the other location. See, this is your. See, there's 2 locations they do it on in this town. Yeah. And I thought that was the one that you was gonna do it at. Cause I looked at the press or the Facebook thing, the press release on Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office on the Facebook thing. Never said anything but Sunoco. So that's why I thought you would be down by the ice cream shop. Honestly, that's where I first went too. Because I didn't see the Sunoco in it, so. Just want to show everybody. Were you there for that meeting too, or no? Just curious. Just wondering, like, who's the. Come on, make it. Smile. Stop yawning, please. That's that person right there walking. Hey, see, yeah, I'm okay. I had my two stalkers tonight. Yes, John Van Dyke and Matt Miller. They are my stalkers. At least two of my stalkers. Now it's getting chilly. Yeah, I'm getting chilly. Why evidence litters? Litterers. Okay. Right now, it's very, very slow. We're going into the home stretch. It's like 2:08 a.m. This runs from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah, this one runs until 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. Not p.m., but a.m. Okay, Neptune City Police is. Yeah, late nighter. Okay, like, what's going on? Okay, I see lights. Okay. Going towards where the lights are. Okay, see. So it appears that the officer has given the driver a break on some stuff. By getting him a ticket for a cracked windshield, though. Ooh, sobriety tests. Or not sobriety tests. Hold on. Because they have the driver and the passenger out. So they are searching the vehicle. So it's not a sobriety test at this point. Okay. just don't like this. It appears there is somebody is in the back seat of sorry about that. Neptune Township, right? That's right. Got the town right. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too sure why there is a person in the back seat because I was filming something else at the time. So I came in midstream with what was going on here, so I don't really. Like right now, I'm just documenting. officer is on his cell phone. Again, I don't know what. So I don't know why this person was arrested for at this point. What was the last arrest for? Drugs? Drugs, right? Yeah. So this is Jenna Coombs from Time to Change Jersey Style. They're we're done, folks. We're done. So again, this is Jenna Coombs from Time to Change Jersey Style. I'm signing off from Neptune City, New Jersey. I will see everybody on the flip side. Be safe, everybody. Be safe.